Lisa Waters Lain in the studio with us. So she comes each week with your just what are you seeing in the gardens? What's going on? And so you kind of bring that extra special touch in my life and the listeners' lives. How's that for an intro?
There you go.
So anyway, we got back from Houston, took our grandson there.
Mhm.
We'd mentioned that in the second segment, and spring is starting to show itself in Houston. So
Oh,
there,
yeah.
it's definitely a zone warmer. They're like a zone 8,
Yeah,
9.
I'd say
So
at
they're a
least.
couple clicks warmer than we are.
Mhm.
So their plants go sort of dormant, but they still grow maples. But they had
Right.
the narcissus and the daffodils. They were starting to bloom.
Mhm.
It's kind of exciting. The bud swell
Was.
on the plants were
Right.
huge. The red buds just starting to crack and show flowers, but they got to
Mhm.
be 6 weeks ahead of us.
Oh, I
So
would say at least.
yeah,
Yeah.
we don't get that till what, March, when the red buds start to bloom. So
Mhm.
they're at least a month and a half,
Right.
month and a half ahead of us. So
Yeah.
anyway, it's good to see.
Yeah, it was very nice. And we're still talking to each other after 30 some hours in the car together.
Maybe 40. I don't know. Maybe more because it
Seems
was
like
to
forever.
Colleen, then down to Houston, back up and over.
Yeah.
So quite a while. But
Yeah.
hey,
It
we
was good.
travel well together.
We do actually,
Yeah.
which is surprising, but we do.
It's not surprising to me. I think
Uh,
it's joyous. What are you telling? What are you telling the audience? What, they don't want to
well,
know
I mean,
your
that's a
baggage.
lot of hours together in a confined space.
Bigger cars make for better travel. I don't know. Anyway, first class and airplanes,
There
cruise
you
ships,
go.
luxury suites
Mhm.
make for better travel. Anyway, no, we don't do that. But
Yes, but
anyway,
yeah, Texas
gardening
takes forever to get across. Oh my
does.
goodness. Gardening, you want to talk about
We
gardening?
should.
Okay. Well, in the time that we were gone, in the time that we got back, we got in all of our 2022 seeds.
Yay, it was very exciting.
So vegetable seed, flower seeds. So that whole wall, that area is just packed full of seeds.
Yeah.
And if last year is any experience, I would tell people plan what you want and get it
Yeah.
now. You
Don't
may
wait.
not want to be planting it now. Of course, you
Right.
don't want to put your tomatoes out now, any of that kind of stuff. But boy, get it early because past couple of years have just been real shortages in the seed industry. And I'm not entirely sure it's back up to where it needs to be
It's
as
not.
far as
No.
supply. So I would get in early and get those. And some of the things that we, of course, a lot of vegetables, early spring and warm season veggies, and a lot of different, not a ton of flower seeds, but ones that are hard to find or they're hard to find plants for, like nasturtiums. I think I counted 8 different varieties of
Nice. Different colors.
nasturtiums down
Yeah.
there, trailing, upright, blah, blah, blah. Um, peas. What's the pea?
Sweet peas, snap peas, sweet peas.
Sweet peas. Is it
Gotcha.
the one that's real fragrant
Yeah.
that
Sweet
blooms?
peas.
Hollyhocks. Some of those ones, some of the marigolds that are just sometimes you can't always find them in planted, already grown, but grow so easy from seed. There's no reason not to. So good time to get those. Oh, sunflowers. Got a lot of different types of sunflowers this year because they haven't been able to find them in years past. So, and then of course we have our new wildflower seed in. So it's definitely, if you're thinking ahead and you're one of those people who really loves to plan their garden out, now is the time to do it if
Well,
you're doing
you're not
seeds.
that far in advance. I mean,
No.
for your early spring stuff,
Mhm.
columbines, that kind of stuff, you need to
Right.
plant those in
Yeah.
February, March. You mean we're talking days away.
Right.
You should get your soil ready because you're almost there.
Mhm.
But the reason there's a shortage is gardeners know what seed they want. And we had a customer come in, they bought 30 packages of zinnias. They're a zinnia gardener. They saw the new seed. They went, I want first dibs because I know
Mhm.
they're not going to be here. And we were shorted.
Oh yeah.
They just didn't fill
Right.
our order we wanted. So we didn't get what we way over ordered. So we got
Mhm.
more of some other stuff. But
Yeah.
still, yeah, don't wait. We're going to continue to way overweight our orders. So when they do zero, we still got plants
Right.
or seed here.
Mhm.
We're doing that with plants. So
Mhm.
anyway,
But
it's
yeah,
it's
good
good.
time to get in,
Did
get
the
those
manzanitas
brand new
come in?
seeds. Manzanitas have no.
Okay.
They're coming.
Yay, everything's coming.
So they should be here next week. But yeah, we have 3 different varieties of manzanita on the way. And those are really kind of cool because we're probably going to get one big load
Yeah.
and then maybe fill in, but that's another one
no.
that it's not like there's hundreds and hundreds and hundreds coming along behind. There's
Yeah.
limited crop availability. So if that's something you're interested in, don't waste your time. Don't wait, get in. And it's fine to plant them now
Oh yeah, easy.
for
Manzanita, they're
manzanitas.
natives,
Yeah.
of course. Yeah, that's one that you don't find Manzanita any place but friendships. We got a friend that was his thing. He figured out the variety, how to do it, how to propagate them. A farmer.
Right.
We just said, Kurt, we'll take 200 of those. As soon as you get them going, bring them. And then I'm sure that's the only load we're going to have for the whole. That's maybe enough to get through spring. Maybe.
Yeah.
It just depends. There's so many new homes out there that people are buying. I'll take 10 at a time.
Right.
So it's just, they go quick.
They do. So speaking of other things that are coming in, so we also have some of our first load of blackberries and raspberries are coming in. So blackberries, we're going to have Freedom Arc, which is that blooms on first and second year wood. So those are really nice ones to have. We're getting black satin, which is nice because it doesn't have any thorns.
That's one we grow. It's a great producer.
Yeah, it's a great one to grow. And then thornless boysenberries as well. And then we're starting to get our raspberries in. We're getting the canbies in, which I think canbies are the most thornless one of a raspberry you can find. There's no true thornless raspberry out there as of yet.
They gently caress you with thorns, small, short, little, tiny ones that you can get in there without gloves and pick stuff.
They're not big, nasty ones. We're also getting some of our grapes in. We're getting Concord grapes in. We're getting Catawbas, which is kind of that red, almost like a flame grape. Niagara, which is a nice white seedless grape. So we're starting to get some of those in. And yes, you can plant those now.
Yeah, well, they're dormant.
They're dormant, and then they wake up in their new home and they're happy and ready to roll.
Yeah, they'll produce this year if you get them in the ground before they wake up. They'll produce this spring. They'll start producing, or I guess late spring, early summer. They'll start producing fruits. Yeah, they're in now, or they're on their way this week. So I see them clearing out greenhouses, getting the display beds ready. So something's about to happen. I can tell.
They're coming in next week. I think Thursday, Fridays, we have trucks, our first trucks of the season coming in. It's actually very exciting. Also getting blueberries there. So we'll be getting Bountiful Blue, Northland, Patriot, and Sunshine. So if you've been thinking about blueberries, that's a good time to put those in too.
My mouth just watered. Nothing like fresh blueberries off the bush. They're so pithy in the stores. They're just fresh. They're bland. They don't have the same flavor as ripened right on the bush.
So definitely we're getting very few. We're getting some peach trees in just because we found them. We can get them in, but peach trees are always those ones that are very popular and they go fast. We're also, I'm not sure if I think it's next week, maybe the week after, we're getting our first load of lilacs and forsythia, wonderful spring bloomers. If you don't have those in your yard, you need those in your yard. They're consistent bloomers. They do well here, animal resistant. And you need something spring blooming in your yard.
Every yard should have a lilac, and every yard should have a forsythia. This is the country for that. So, and they're so tough. Deer don't eat them. They're just perfect.
Right. And we get the light blue color. We get the traditional purple, the old fashioned grandma's lilac, which is
not grandma lilac. It's a common lilac. Mr. Lincoln lilac, not grandma lilac.
But it's brings back those memories for people.
Yeah,
that's why
true.
I called the
That's
grandma lilac. But and then 2 or 3 different varieties of the forsythia. So the trucks are starting to roll.
Yeah, it's exciting. So it looks like spring might hit early. So it's I'm sure we're gonna have one last bitter cold, then come back at it. But it's starting to happen. You're starting to see the cottonwoods and willows really green up. So things are starting. It's not here yet, but you can tell it's happening. All right, Lisa. Lisa Waters Lain in with her garden report, seed report here at Waters Garden Center. Be right back after this.